I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, I ride the old block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say. I got digital dash, can't ride with a op. I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I have in the bins and pull out.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Viz back with yet another video. Today I'm coming at you guys with the best floor spacing slasher build. We're gonna get into a lot more builds than we have been getting to. Also, I'm gonna be giving you guys some of the best builds in the game at position. So pretty much this week I'm gonna be dropping the best point guard build, and it's going to be obviously at the point guard build. So if you guys want that, all you gotta do to show me that y'all want that is just spamming that like button. But for today, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best floor spacing slasher build. Tomorrow, I'm gonna drop another build, and then I'm gonna have a crazy video coming out this week. I throw the snippet for that, and then I'm gonna also have another video dropping on Sunday. That's gonna be it's gonna be crazy. I'm just letting y'all know, man. We gonna start going crazy real soon right here. Now y'all might have think I've been going some other stuff, but we gonna start going crazy real soon right here. So yeah, if you guys want some of these bangers that's coming out real soon, all y'all gotta do is drop that like button. That just shows a lot of support and make me go harder on these videos. It's that simple. So yeah, man, if you haven't dropped a like, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop straight into the video. Let's go! Alright, so first things first, when it comes to making the build, you're going to go at the powerful position. When it comes to these builds I'm gonna be dropping, they're all gonna be the best builds in the game. Most likely they're gonna be at the powerful position because this is literally how you make the best builds. But when it comes to builds like this one, you can actually make at other positions. So if you don't want to be a power forward, you can go point guard, shooting guard, small forward. But for video purposes, I'm gonna go with the power forward position. Alright, next is going to be the height, weight, wingspan. Now for the height, weight, wingspan, the best height, weight, and wingspan to go with for this build to get the best max caps for this particular build of floor spacing slasher will be 6'7" on the height. That's going to pretty much make you be able to have the highest ball handle possible and speed ball at this position. And then weight, we went 211. We didn't go minimum, we went one above it. It's just really small differences that'll make. So stay tuned. But yeah, wingspan, we're gonna go 6'11" on the wingspan because, in my opinion, if you go with a 6'7" build, that is honestly the most balanced wingspan. I was going 6'10", and then sometimes I go 7'4", even sometimes I go 7'2". But I feel like 6'11" is by far the most balanced because you can actually get a lot of badges, Hall of Fame, and be able to still have a really good defense. So yeah, I feel like that's the best wingspan by far. And then the body type, that's completely up to you. Whether you go built, burly, slight, it doesn't really matter. It just depends on if you want your player thick or skinny. It's that simple. But yeah, that's going to be the best height, weight, wingspan for this build. Alright, next is going to be pretty much the attributes. Now for the attributes, I was tweaking this build a lot to try to get it to the way I wanted it to be. So I ended up coming out with 11 finishing, 13 shooting, 20 playmaking with 26 defensive. Now for the physicals, off rip, this is what we're going to talk about first. We have a max speed and acceleration. Strength, that's a 38. Vertical, that's a 69. That's pretty much, we didn't touch that. We just pretty much put up our drive and dunk, and that's what it got us. Then when it comes to the stamina, I've been getting some rumors that stamina doesn't really matter. I've been trying to test this out, but I'm not going to be one of these people that are putting their stamina to like 20 and like to 20 to 50. People act like if you go past 50, it doesn't make a difference. I honestly don't know if I can fully believe that, but for now, I'm gonna stop putting max stamina on every build if I don't have to. So for this build, we only went with an 81 stamina. Then when it comes to the 11 finishing badge grades, we ended up maxing out our drive and dunk, post control. Then our standing dunk is at a 40, and then our driving layups at an 80. For 13 shooting badge grades, we actually maxed out our 3-point shot, mid-range is up to a 74, and free throws up to a 61. For people like me, I don't really take mid-ranges, so having a low mid-range is not going to hurt me at all. I'm really just trying to do dunks and threes. I'm kind of like in the NBA, if I was an NBA player with this way I play on 2K, they would say I'm efficient. It's that simple. But yeah, 20 playmaking badge upgrades. We pretty much maxing out the ball handle and speed of ball with a 70 pass accuracy. Then defensive rebounding, we have 26 badge upgrades. That's going to be maxing out perimeter defense, block, defensive rebounding. The offensive rebounds up to a 74. Steals up to a 92, which is going to be very big. Very big. And then interior defense at a 50. So yeah, man, that's pretty much how you get the attributes. It's going to be pretty much the best way to set up the attributes for this build with a crazy amount of badge upgrades. So yeah, man, that's going to be pretty much the best attributes for this build. All right, next is going to be the takeovers. Now, when it comes to the takeovers, the options that you get are really good. You get shooting, slashing, playmaking, and defensive options for your takeovers. So when you actually get max badges, if you don't know, you can actually eventually change whatever takeover you want. So you can go whatever 2 takeovers, but if you know you're going to get max badges quick, just go with what you want to do off rip to help you get badges. And then as you get max badges, you can pretty much change it. But for the takeovers, I would go with the 2 best takeovers in the game. I've dropped videos on this twice now. If you haven't already seen the last one, that was almost a whole hour long of me ranking the takeovers and showing exactly what every single takeover did, what it boosted and stuff like that. So yeah, if you haven't seen that already, you need to. So yeah, I'm gonna go with spot of precision. That's gonna help you get the +8 to shooting. Nothing else would do that. Nothing else would get you +8 to 3-pointer. Then finishing moves, that pretty much has like the best +8s in the game and by far the most. So yeah, we're gonna have pretty much the 2 best takeovers, and it's also gonna give us the best bonuses. And the build comes out as a floor spacing slasher, similar to Shades of. I noticed this, that 2K, they low-key been changing some names. I started to get a lot of different names at Power Forward. Coming tomorrow, I'm going to show y'all another build that has some crazy names. But today, I got DeMar DeRozan somehow at Power Forward. I don't know. Chris Webber and Julius Randle. Julius Randle actually been going crazy this year. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much the build. All we got left to go over is the best bad setups for this build for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and hop straight into it. All right, so first things first, when it comes to the bad setups, we always starting off with the finishing. So this is going to be pretty simple and easy. We have Posterizer Hall of Fame that's going to help you get a lot more contact dunks. It's pretty much arguably the most overpowered badge in the game. I wouldn't say it is, but it definitely does do its job to a really high rate. So yeah, next we got Slithy Finisher. That's by far my favorite finishing badge in the game. It's going to help you get the best animation possible. It's going to pretty much up your dunk frequency. A lot of people think it makes you contact dunk less, but if you use this badge, you know how good of a badge it really is. Then we got Heat Seeker. If you play next gen, you know how overpowered these badges are that actually boost your chances to get takeover. Heat Seeker is one of those badges, and it does it for dunks and layups. That's overpowered. So yeah, man, that's going to be the best finishing badge setup for this build. All right, next we got the best shooting badge setup. So for the best shooting badge setup, we literally have 13 badge upgrades, and this is going to be pretty much as easy of a badge setup I'm gonna be able to do. Hall of Fame blinders, that's the best shooting badge in the game. You need to have that badge on. If you're making a shooting badge setup, you need to have blinders on. Literally, when it comes to the shot contest, we all know how overpowered fades are and how inconsistent the shot contest in this game. Blinders puts that to a whole nother level, especially when you're doing fades and it's literally negating people coming from your sides. And when you're doing fades, sometimes people have no choice but to come from your side. So it's making you be able to shoot open shots extremely consistently. Then we have deep threes to pretty much shoot deep threes at a way higher rate. It literally says it in the back. Then we got Hot Zone Hunter. That's pretty much going to allow us to shoot hot zones at a way higher rate. It's literally called Hot Zone Hunter. Then we have Hot Shot. That's going to be pretty much like Heat Seeker for finishing, but for shooting, but way more overpowered because it's shooting. So for instance, somebody on your team has special delivery. You have Hot Shot. Someone passes to you. You can literally get takeover in one shot. One shot, and it's one of the most overpowered things in the game. 2K really honestly should do something about it, but they're not. So yeah, Hot Shot, you have to have it on. It's gonna help you get takeover just exponentially faster. That's pretty much the point. But yeah, man, that's going to be the best shooting badge setup for this build. All right, next is going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. Now, for the best playmaking badge setup for this build, we have 20 badge upgrades to work with. Now we have Hall of Fame Quick First Step. That's auto. Probably the most needed badge in the game. It's how you speed boost. If anybody knows how important speed boosting is, they know how important quick first step is handles for days. That's gonna be canceling out the stamina issue in this game. Unpluckable is just gonna help you not get ripped as much. I feel like handles for days works much better than unpluckable, but that's a topic for another day. Ankle breaker, pretty much that's gonna help you take ankles whenever somebody's going against you, they go the wrong way. Ankle breaker is gonna make them get their ankles broken. It's that simple. And then we got bullet passer. That's gonna make your passes a lot faster. Needle threader is gonna make your passes a lot harder to get stolen. That's going to be the best playmaking badge setup for this build. And last but not least is going to be the best defensive rebounding badge setup. And we have a crazy 26 badge upgrades to work with. So first things first, we're putting on Hall of Fame clamps. Everybody wants to ISO in this game, and this is going to be the best on-ball defense badge in the game. Does it work as good as people want it to? I don't know if it's the badge or it's the game. It's probably a little bit of both, but they need to do something to make defense easier. As of right now, defense is literally the only thing that's difficult in this game. Everything on scoring is easy, whether it's shooting, dunking, passing. Well, maybe not as easy, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. Pretty much clamps, that's pretty much the best play to play on-ball defense, whether you're playing full court, half court, 3v3, 5v5, 1v1, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be the best badge to help you play on-ball defense. Then we got a badge like Intimidator to pretty much get the best shot contest every single time, whether you're on the perimeter or in the interior. Then we have Rebound Chaser to be able to snag as many boards as possible. And then we're going to go into the block badges like Chase Down Artist. That's pretty much going to be, if you don't have this badge on, you can't even have the animation. Once you go to bronze, you unlock the animations, then you go higher and higher and higher. You're going to get better and faster and quicker and jumping higher animations. Then when it comes to Rim Protector, that is when this is going to be a breath. It's going to take a lot to explain this. It's going to enhance badges like Chase Down Artist and Intimidator. It's going to improve your blocking ability. It's going to unlock special blocking animations. And it's also going to be enhancing your teammates' takeover whenever you get blocked shots. While also, when you're at the park, enhancing your teammates' takeover whenever you do hard fouls. It does a lot. I might even forgot something. But yeah, it does a lot. Then they have Pickpocket. This is, in my opinion, this is the most overpowered badge in the game. Steal rating. If you play next gen, you know steal rating, how important it is and how crucial it is to be able to get stops. Pickpocket, in my opinion, is the best way to get stops, whether you're poking the ball loose on somebody or just doing a bump steal. Then we have a badge like Interceptor for passing lane steal. So we have the both badges to be able to get as many steals as possible, whether you're doing passing lanes or trying to just rip the ball. So yeah, man, that's gonna help us get a lot more stops. And this is a game where getting stops is pretty much the only skill gap to the game, in my opinion. So yeah, that's going to be the best defensive badge setup for this build. But yeah, man, that's going to be the best floor spacing slasher build in NBA 2K21 next gen. So yeah, man, I went over a lot in this video. I went over the best position, height, weight, wingspan attributes, all the way down to the takeovers, badge setups for the finishing, shooting, playmaking, and defensive. So yeah, man, for that alone, go ahead and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. I really would appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. We on the road to 100K and 75K. We got a big banger week coming very soon. Y'all don't want to miss that. So if you haven't already subbed, hit the sub button. I gave y'all time to hit the sub button. Turn on post notifications to be the first to every single video. Share this video to anybody who thinks this would help. But yeah, man, without further ado, it's your boy Fist, man. And I'll do it, man.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Fans to make her talk, if she don't wanna speak, then that shit chalk. I came in peace till that boy talk. I'm on my knees and I'm praying to the Lord. Last year they said I was dreaming a lot. Just 1 year later and we still won't stop. Been stacking my paper, best where I know.